Welcome back. We get these questions most times in my DM where persons will come to ask, how much is snails? I want to start off a snail farm. How much is your snails? Now, by the time you tell them the cost of the snails, the next question that pops up is, so how am I going to make profit if I'm buying it for this amount? Now, you need to understand that if you are doing a reselling and you are rearing snails, it is two different kinds of ways of making money from snail farming. Now, as a snail farmer, your profit is not about buying the snails at a particular amount and adding up a little to sell. All right? Now, let's assume that the snails you are getting is 100 naira. You are not buying this snail 100 naira to sell it at 120 or at 130, except that you are into reselling, which is also a means of making money in snail business. There's difference between snail business and snail farming, right? Now, you're buying at 100 naira, adding something on top and sell it to the final consumer. You are into retailing. You're buying and reselling, all right? But if you're going into rearing, your profit is not adding up. You can buy a snail for 100 naira and sell at 90 naira. You will not lose profit. Now, this is how you make money from snail farming. You bought a snail 100 naira, and let's assume you also start off with 100 pieces, right? Now, you start off with 100 pieces of your species, your whatever species that you picked to rear. Each of these snails, each of these 100 snails are going to be laying eggs for you. That is why it is always advisable to start off with point of lay breeders. Okay? Now, they will start producing eggs. It is the eggs that is your profit. Every of these snails is going to give you eggs. So let's also take an average. A snail, let's say you are going into Ashantina marginata that lays between 3 to 14 eggs in a single clutch. Now let's assume that it's going to be give you, each of them is going to be give you just 4 eggs. Now 4 eggs times 100 breeders is 400 eggs. These 400 eggs, if you incubate them right, they will all hatch. But let's not say we are 100% all the time. So you incubated 400 and 300 got to hatch and 100 of it did not hatch. Note, you're not wasting that 100 eggs that didn't turn into babies. You're also going to be turning them into calcium. Now, we're going to be doing a video on that as well. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, if you're not following us on any of our social media, you might miss that video. So please do well to subscribe, follow us, share our video to as many persons that needs the information that we share on this platform so that they can also learn from it. Now, these 300 babies that you've gotten, by the time you rear these 300 back to the breeder stage, you start selling as well. Now, one beauty about snail farming is that you can actually start making sales from day one of the baby. There are people that buy the day old, the hatchlings. So you can make sales from start to end. All right, we'll be doing video on that as well. Now, let's take these 300 babies. Mortality is one thing that is always there when it comes to snail farming. So let's also assume that 100 all died. So you have 200 that grew from hatchling to breeders. If you choose to sell this 200, you're already making money more than what you start off with. If you choose to keep this 200 in addition to your first foundational stock, making it 300, and the 300 start laying for you the new breeding season. Also doing the same for 400 into 300. Initially you have 400 for 100. Now you're having 300, that you are making 1,200 eggs from 300, which is more. So if you start selling at any rate, you'll make profit. Because feeding snails is cheap Now, when we say feeding snails is cheap, we're not saying feeding snails is like you're not spending a dime. It is cheap when you are comparing it with other livestock. Other livestock take huge capital in feeding alone, but in snail farming, the feeding is very, very, very reduced. So, if you find value in this video, like I said, do well to follow us, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. If you have not joined the Raw Vision Academy, you are missing out big time. There will be a link in the description below this video where you just click, and so you can also be a part of the Raw Vision Academy. In that academy, we train you with practical videos from the farm. It is not about telling you how it is done, it's about showing you the way it's been done. Now, we're not giving you information that are not trusted. We're giving you detailed information that has worked. So you are not coming in to try. You are coming in to just walk the path into your success. So feel free to also join the Raw Vision Academy to get knowledge. Knowledge is everything you need in snail farming. I'll see you in class. Remember that Raw Vision Snail Farm with cares.